Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to All the Mods Expert Remastered. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a server tour for episode 25, and we're going to be going around looking at the bases that are present on the server. I will say there's some really great builders on this server, there really is, and I know there was a few other bases that were in the Void, but they got, the Void ended up having to get purged and the dimension deleted because of just server lag that was generated in the Void. So we will not be going to the Void because there's really nothing there. Let's see, I know Ekek was there in the Void. And then I know some people had some setups in the Void. I don't believe there's anything in there anymore. So we're going to be going to, there's 6 main bases in this. It actually kind of works out because there's like a little circle that runs around the server. So we'll be checking out all of those. And I'm going to be popping into spectator mode for this, just to make it a little bit easier to kind of fly around the bases and everything. I think it'll make it a little bit better. Oh, let me turn off my jetpack so it doesn't make that sound all the time. And we're going to go into, we're going to hit F1 and remove all the HUD and everything for this. Now, one thing I want to note, I did originally mean for this video to come out on Saturday, but for those of you that don't know, if you're not on the Discord, we actually got a new rabbit. You know, me and my girlfriend, we're really rabbit people. We love rabbits, and we got a new rabbit, and it is blind. It is blind as a bat, and it's really, really sweet, but he needed a home, so we took him in, and so, let's see, Thursday and Friday we were working on setting up his cage and everything, and getting a place for him to stay, right, that kind of fit his needs, and then, you know, make sure everything was safe and he wasn't going to poke himself on anything. And then, of course, Saturday, I pretty much spent the majority of the day working with him to get him accustomed to everything and be able to find his stuff and all of that. So, yeah, this will be coming out on Sunday instead. So, but anyways, one thing I want to note, because I had a comment asking about these railings. I'm going to go over some stuff that I've done since the last episode real quick, and we'll kind of take a look at this base, and then we're going to move around the circle. These railings are runestone. So, if you were wondering what material I was making those out of, that is runestone. It's not runestone bricks or anything, it's just straight runestone. Okay? And then I spent a lot of time on the back end of this. You'll notice I did path blocks from open blocks that kind of run through here, and the lighting, I'm working on getting rid of all the torches. I have to make up more magical fertilizer or get a jaded amaranthus setup going. But I'm doing floating flowers from Botania, floating glimmering flowers. So, but anyways, I made a little garden here. It's not done completely, but it runs through. I got all the different berry bushes set up, kind of for decor, and that way we've got them here if we ever find a desire to need them. These blocks actually kind of do that weird rendering thing where they're blue. So I've got a couple ideas in mind to get rid of that. So I will work on that. And then I worked on the back of this building some. I still got to clean up a lot of that. And then the pathway just kind of runs through. These are silver bell leaves, by the way. So they kind of have that like 1.7 chiseled leaves look, like a bush, like a rose bush or something. So I decided to go with those. And then more berry bushes, more floating lights. Oh, by the way, right here we have 918 otherworld leaves now. And by the way, I did craft 6 of these absorption radius upgrades. These things are super cheap, and added those to that so it has a larger radius that it'll absorb items from. So now it covers all the otherworld leaves. There's never any on the glass or anything like that. It collects everything. 100% everything now. So, and then I added just some detail through the roots area, just some grass and stuff like that, as well as some trees and some grass through here. Oh, and then this, architecture craft, that I'm working on. I'm working on architecture craft up through here, and this is actually emerald. That was fun to grind up. I actually just traded with villagers to get the emeralds that we needed. It's really just 18 emeralds, 2 emerald blocks. So, but anyways, let's start with the server tour. So, we'll start here, since we're starting here, And then we'll make a, it's basically just a big circle. Like if you look at the map, that's my base. That is Wagga. And then right over here we have Sverd. Then up here we have Faraday, G4, or Gan-ryu is here, and then Psy Raven is right here. I will say, once we get to Psy Raven's base, I may get a drop in FPS. So just a heads up. But anyways, this base is very unfinished. Very, very unfinished. This is like the entrance. The courtyard that I haven't started working on yet. And then the entryway building that I haven't started working on yet. And then this is where we spent the majority of our time. And I know the build was like very confusing at first because it was like we just lived in like these 2 floors, but it's still a little bit of a mess. And then we have our kitchen area that I need to get back working on. Over here, this room is totally unfinished. Totally unfinished. Machines and such. And then this direction is totally unfinished. Enchanting area. And then over here we have our storage room, which a lot of this stuff is going to be gone, but for the most part, I mean, this area is semi-done-ish. I need to put lighting in as the main thing, and then this is going to change over for... This little section here is going to change over for refined storage or AE2, whichever one we end up going with. And then if we head downstairs to this elevator, this is our slightly unfinished. Part of this is finished, but I still need to finish the walls and stuff like that, as well as the whole setup here. But our power center, which pretty much runs all the power for this base, and it's all Steve's carts. So we've got, yeah, our carts over here still stopped because we just didn't need it running all the time. It was producing so much creosote, so much power. But then if we head up, we've got over here, this is machining room. Still got a bit of cleanup to do, but I mean it's in a better state than a lot of the rooms are. Then over, let's see, we'll go over here. This is rock hounding. Oh, it's kind of like the other room. I mean, it's got a lot of finished parts, but a lot of unfinished parts. So, which a lot of that is just waiting. A lot of this I haven't put in because I'm waiting on Ender IO conduits to, you know, streamline a lot of this setup and everything, as well as plugging it all into AE2. So I'm just kind of leaving that unfinished for the time being. These pathways are completely unfinished. That one and that one. And this is our bedroom, temporarily. We're actually going to have a bedroom soon, like an actual bedroom. Maybe even by next episode, because that's what I'm working towards working on. So, this room is actually in pretty good state. There is going to be some small changes, like that hopper's not going to be there long term, and some stuff like that. And some lighting work has to be done, and stuff in this little cubby area. But this is our immersive engineering room, and we've got our 4 metal presses back in there. Also, once these are set up and automated, there's going to be a little wall, like a little glass curtain, or I may do strip curtains. Now that I think about it, I may do strip curtains on this, but yeah, that's got a little bit left to do. And then over here, another very unfinished room, Tinker's Construct room. So we've got to put one more multi-block over here, and then a lot of cleanup, and I want to do fluid tanks with different alloys and have it auto pump those alloys whenever I pull a lever, kind of thing. I know I've done that before, so we'll have like little stations with you know, casting benches, casting tables and casting basins. So alright, but then if we head upstairs, and the actual intended way to do so is actually right there. It's not done, but there's a hole that runs up. It's going to have an elevator. And this leads us into our Gendustry bee room. So, as you guys have seen, lots of Gendustry, lots of bees, very unfinished. And then if we head up here, this takes us to the outer balcony, as well as an inner balcony for this area. So, a lot of this, I'm just missing lighting. You'll notice, I mean, I did start working on lighting with the Botania stuff, but a lot of that's missing. But yeah, it's getting there. And then, of course, over here, I'm not going to go over this stuff again because we just did kind of a flyby, but there's our roots area, and It's looking a lot better, I think, since last episode. Then over here, this area is going to be Botania core stuff, like runic altars and mana pool crafting, stuff like that's going to be over here. And then if we... Oh, one thing I forgot to show you guys. Look right here. I set this little area up. It's kind of like a little net area. And I actually let these things... I put reinforced nets in them and let them fill up so that the nets will stay there and just kind of for visual purposes. So, because I don't really particularly need anything from the water strainers. So, and then I'm working on putting water wheels. These might be in by next episode, actually. Maybe so. Down through there, these little sections here, like right there, and then opposite that are all going to be industrial apiaries set up areas. So, then we got our little water that comes over and causes that cascade that kind of runs through the base. And then over here, this, I think it's going to be this side probably, is going to be our Gaia Guardian setup. Once we get to that, this area is going to have a little overhang that you can actually go out and there's going to be stuff out here. And let's see, this is a very unfinished day room area that I'm working on. And then other side, I guess, well, actually, let's go up this way first. We've got steps that come up, and these are kind of unfinished. I got to smooth these out. A lot of shaping up on this end of the base to do, like so much shaping up. But the stairs come up, and then you can cross through, and then more stairs come up and kind of overlook this side of the base, which I actually love this scenic spot. And then come out, and there's double staircases here that come up to these little raised areas that are going to be kind of like little outdoor patio garden type things. There's going to be a floor here, and then there's steps on each side of this. Like if you look, this side's unfinished, but steps there. Marble gets really expensive after a while because it's so hard to find it. And it's getting harder and harder to find it. And then there's going to be a floor here, and then if you follow this up, there's going to be a final floor here. So, which right now it just kind of looks like a box on top of a box in the middle of some stuff. So, there's so much shaping up to do there and detail stuff. But anyways, on this side of the base, this is the final part. If you come up the stairs that are unfinished and follow this pathway up and through, it'll bring you to our astral sorcery area. So, our primary astral sorcery area. One of the things to note about the server is that Sverd changed it so the magnum torches do not go out, because none of us really cared for that config option. So it was changed so that the torches will stay on and not have to be relit all the time. So, alright, so let's move on over to Wagga's base. And he's actually kind of like my closest neighbor. Oh, and then there's also this B area. This is our current B area until we get the industrial apiaries, which none of these are running now. All of these chests are filled. So, whenever we move it and have the industrial apiaries, I will set up trash cans that trash the drones. But for right now, that works. Alright, but anyways, Wagga's base. So, Wagga has a lot of different buildings. So, we'll just go through each of these. He's got a couple portals out here for his nether portal and his aroma mining dimension portal. And then this is like his main house area. So, do a quick fly around here and wait till we get to I think over here my favorite building is that immersive engineering building. I love that building. It's very, very cool. So, anyways, let's head in through the front doors. There's actually double front doors here. Or, I know it's triple. My bad. I was thinking it was double. It's triple front doors. Or, I'm sorry. Two double doors and then a single door is what it is. Okay. I never noticed the single door in the middle. So, you come in and you got this little kitchen area. And you can come around and enter that. And he's kind of got like a little bar here. And all of his cooking for blockhead stuff is right here. And then this is kind of like his central storage. He's got his AE2 system here and his storage drawers. And then over here, his bed's right there. This is like a machine room. So I think the majority of his like general purpose, I see a lot of forestry, IC2, thermal expansion, Ender IO, mechanism, forestry, machines all throughout here. And then if we head upstairs, I don't think he has a downstairs, does he? I haven't noticed one. I don't see an elevator or anything. I don't think he has a downstairs. I know a lot of people have downstairs, but I don't believe this house has one. But if we head up here, I think he's still working on all this, but he's kind of got like a little cactus farm set up here, a little automated cactus farm. And then his coke oven, and then I know there's an upstairs. I don't think there's actually a ladder to it yet, but it leads into like this little upper loft area. So, or this upper attic area, not loft. So, that he's been working on. And then out here, there is the same doors, 2 doubles and a single to an upper balcony area. So, and then over here, he's got immersive engineering mining system. That's nifty. Okay, so let's see. We'll go around, and I'm going to save that one for last. I love that room. I love that building. Over here is his root setup that he's got. And then blood magic is over here. Did he put a roof on this? No, okay. I knew last time I was over here there wasn't a roof on it. His blood altar he's been working on in blood altar area. And nether wart, yeah, all around it. And then if we head out, let's see, one other building right here. Actually, no, I think there's something on the other side, I believe. This is Tinker's Construct room. With his smelter and everything. Does he have his... Okay, no, it's just a smeltery room. I don't see his, like, little tables and stuff, but I think they're over at the house, actually, now that I think about it. And then right here is Empower setup, and then it looks like he's starting Astral Sorcery, I think, because it looks like this is bound to something. And, yeah, there's a chest right there. But I believe this is where his Astral Sorcery stuff is going to be. And then, I'm not sure about Britannia, if he started with Britannia. Because I know there's his Gendustry stuff. So if I miss anything on anybody's bases, I apologize. But I don't know if he started Britannia yet. I don't see it anywhere. Anyways. So, but okay, let's check out the immersive engineering stuff, because I know he spent a lot of time working on this. First up, he does have water wheels set up over here, and these all feed over into kind of like a main power line that kind of runs into the building there. And then, let's see, let's pop over to this entrance, because I know this one's, I think, a little bit more finished. Oh, and the upper section, this is what it looks like from above. So I do quite like this style. And then if we head on inside, I know there's doors up there that lead onto like the scaffold floor, but this room, we've got squeezers and fermenters, and then automation for his, oh, I can't think of the name of it now, biofuel, biodiesel, automation. So then he's got his, why can I not remember the generator, the engine thing from immersive engineering? I can't think of the name of it right now, but and then he's got tanks back there that store, you know, the 2 liquids that produce the biofuel. So, and then over here he has farmers from Actually Additions, and then the growth stones from Roots right there. So, and then he's got all this scaffolding that he's been working on, and I do quite like this. I do quite like this. And then kind of that like glassed in front section there. So it's kind of nifty. So, and I believe that's the entirety of his base. So, like I said, if I missed anything, let me know. I apologize. I think I've gotten everything That's my neighbor. Wagga's my neighbor. All right, so if we head up here, and I'm going to set it to day, we are going to come up on Sverd's base, which the last time you saw Sverd's base, I know he said he felt, what was it? He felt ashamed, because at the time it was just the boat. And let me set it to day there. So over here, this is what you guys saw last time that we were over here, was the, which he has added like a canola field out here and stuff. But it was this building that he had, I think, and then down into his mine, and then through here was his boat well, everything I think was in here before. Is there a basement? No, this is the basement. Okay, I'm used to coming in from the top now, but I don't think there's anything down here anymore. Yeah, he's pulled everything out of it. So everything off the boat, which I know he said there's still going to be some stuff over here, but he's moved it all out for now. I think this boat's going to be for mainly storage, if I recall. Don't quote me on that, but over here we have his factory that he's been working on. I love this building. I do quite like it. And I love all the little balconies off to the side, and then in the back. That's what it looks like. And then over to the side again, which this side doesn't have a balcony. The other one does. And then up here, oh, this is new. He did not have this last time I was over here. That's awesome. He's got a Steve's Carts farm running and getting wood and everything. Yeah. Those things are great for producing just a lot of wood and looking cool while they do it. Astral Sorcery, he has started up here. And then apiaries, he started into bees. And then if we come down here, I don't think he's worked too much on the second floor. There is some Botania stuff. And I think it connects, does it connect outside? Or does it connect downstairs? Not sure. Some of this stuff has been changed, or is kind of new since the last time I was over here. I think, aha, it's between the floor, actually. Down here on the subfloor. The beauties of spectator mode right here. So he's got a Solignolia, and then Endoflames, and then feeding up into this mana distributor. And then if we head outside, there's nothing, yeah. Well, there's an oak sapling that wants to chase me down. But if we head down here, this floor he's worked on quite a bit. I know he's been working on it a lot. This and the floor below us. But through here we've got forestry machines, we've got rock hounding stuff right there and right there. And then on the other side, we've kind of got like a machine room here, and then crafting area, and then storage drawer network. So all of this. And I actually love these storage drawers because I want to say, Sverd, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that laboratory blocks that you're using for that? I do quite like that. Like the white on there. Like it's very, very smooth white. I like it with this build a lot. I think it's that right there, which is laboratory blocks, right? Yeah. Laboratory tile. So I think that's what he used on the drawers, but I do believe so. And then if we head downstairs, there is a basement section down here. And let's see, he's got a water strainer set up there. That's kind of nifty, a little automated water strainer build. Huh, I may have to steal that idea. I like it. I like it a lot. And not for my decorative ones, but for like maybe an automated one. The other ones I just kind of want more decorative. But we may automate it. Be good for clay and stuff. And then over here, Tinker's Constructs, and we have some farms here for food, and then he's got another canola farm down here, and ender lilies right there. So, and this is his basement that he's been working on. So, I love this build. It's really come along. Like we're talking in the process of like a week. I want to say. I believe so. I do quite like it. I do quite like it a lot. And then next up, we've got, if we head right over here, we have Faraday. So this is Faraday's base. And let's see, I'm not 100% sure about entrance. I was wanting to come in from the right side, but you guys have seen his base. We took a look at it a while back, but a lot has changed since then. As you can tell, I think I'm getting everything in this, but fairly large base, and I love it because it's very open. Like, it's very outdoorsy. There's not really much in the way of, like, doors, walls. I mean, there's walls on the outside and then whatnot, but it's very naturey and very, very open. So, that's actually his Gaia Guardian setup out here. Oh, and then over here, we'll get these outbuildings first. This is his B setup. So, and I see some Gendustry and stuff over here. So, and then over here is his Wither Killer. Automatic Wither Killer. So. And I've got just stuff chasing me. I need to take off my ring of... I can't take it off right now. Ah. Okay, well, I hope I'm not messing. It looks like just body parts that's chasing me here. So, anyways, he's got a couple water wheels. We'll move on into the inner courtyard. I think I've gotten all the outside. There's a immersive engineering bench out here, but I think I've gotten all the outside structures of it. So, through here, I know this is like his Britannia area. So, kind of the open blocks paths, and he's got mana pools and lots and lots of Britannia stuff. And then behind that, he's got some roots and soul shards right there. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I love these little fences that he did with the architecture craft, the little rods and cylinders. He did those kind of around the area here, and I do quite like those a lot. So, we come around over to this side, and I guess, let's see. We'll go this way first. So, Astral Sorcery, all out through here, and you can see there's like little beams connecting to different things. Those are placers. Probably placing for Star Metal, I'm assuming. I'm assuming so. And I love, this is, like, I actually love Astral Sorcery. I do, because it looks so pretty. It's such a pretty mod. And then down through here, we got this nice fountain area. Which, honestly, I think... Faraday, was this a little temple, or did you make this? Like, was it originally a Astral Sorcery temple? Because it looks like one, or it looks like it was originally one. Or was it already here? I don't know. But it's really cool. I didn't know if he centered his build kind of around that or not. And then over here, this is like the little, what's it called? Celestial Gateway system, which whenever you enter this, it's just like night all around you. And then over to here, Spectral Relays and Infusion, Attunement, sorry. Attunement Altar. That's something we're going to be getting into fairly soon. And then Infuser right here. Then over here, Blood Magic. Blood Magic stuff. Which I want to say he's the farthest... I actually think he's the farthest advanced on the server. Presently. So, I do believe so. Because, I mean, his blood altar's, like, just full out. So, well, I mean, these are blank runes, but still. Even still, we got crystal clusters already. Then up here, it looks like, yeah, mob room. Mob spawning room. And there's all the drops from it. So he's sacrificing above rather than below. I do quite like that. It's very, very different from Blood Altar setups. Because I think normally people build them, like I generally build them like the pyramid shape, you know. And then I know I've seen people build them into the floor, so just the Blood Altar is exposed. But I love this design. Like with it being above, like a lot of the stuff being above the altar. I do quite like that a lot. Like a lot. And then if we head over, we'll head back through here, through the Astral Sorcery area. There is some environmental tech miners right in there. There's a little bit of like an underbelly kind of thing. You can see the AE2 auto crafting and stuff down here. And kind of got like aqueducts that run underneath this and vines and stuff. I love it because it's a very, very scenic base. It's very, very nice. Like, you'll notice there's a lot of architecture craft on our server. Like, it's like Ghostwood orbs. Like, I love it. I love it. It's such a good... Oh, and there's this mob spawner. It's just a mob grinder for mob grinding utilities down here. And we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, but up through here we've got kind of like a little workshop area. So, all of his machines and everything. Down through here. And then AE2 access, which he has AE2 access. Like, the core of it's up there, actually. There's his arc furnace. And then over here, all of his rock hounding stuff. I could have sworn there used to be a ladder. Yeah, right here. I don't know... Let me see something here real quick. Is that the... Let's see. Anyways, I'm not for sure where the actual entrance is up. I know there used to be a ladder. Maybe this ladder that comes around. Anyways, you come up here, and we've got another really nice tower. Like, I love that it's just covered in vines. Look to those, but this is where all of the storage stuff is for his base. So, over there, his drawer network, and AE2 kind of mainframe of that. And then more machines up here, and different stuff. And then if we come out, there's like a little balcony area, like a little overlook here. And you can actually see, right over there, Gan-ryu's base from here. And I believe from Gan-ryu's base, you can see Psy Ravens. So... oh, and just for the record, well, I'll show you in just a second, right over there, Spawn. So, and then if you come out right here, he's got Abyssal Craft stuff, and then his Draconic Evolution, his Energy Sphere, and then his Infusion Crafting right there. He's got a big reactor right here, a 3x3, and then all this. Which I know he said, I believe this thing's like full-ish. And then up here, solar panels from Environmental Tech. A nice solar array. Those things do produce a lot of power. They definitely do. And then up here, which you can actually, like right here is open. And it gives you access to this like little upper atrium, I guess would be the word for it. You'll notice there's a lot of different trees up through here. And trees as you go up, and then water up at the top. So, alright, and then down to the basement area. Oh, and actually that's what that looks like from above. The energy sphere area. Oh, and here's his mining tunnel, by the way. Like underneath those stairs. There's the mine down there. And then right here, this elevator takes you down into this area. This is like I guess like the factory type area. And right over here is the mob grinder that you saw before. You know, you could see into here a little bit. That's where that's at. And then I don't think that goes anywhere. It didn't last time I was over here. And it's mainly machines. There's cobble, octuple cobble system. And then his Empowerer. And a lot of his, I think, automation stuff's over here. But yeah, and then IC2. And then down here is his reactor. So. Alright, and I believe that's everything on his base. I think. I don't believe this goes, yeah, it doesn't go down anymore. Let's say, it didn't last time I was over here, so I don't think it goes down. So, that was Faraday's base. It's a very, very cool base. I like just the openness of it. And then right over here, if we come right across the pond, right down there is where Spawn is. And then we have Gan-ryu's base. And this was the one, if you recall before, there was that big tower. We looked at Gan-ryu's base a while back, and he's done a lot of work since then. But I know right now he hasn't been on the last few days because his memory has crashed on him. So, but we've got Astral Sorcery area. A lot of this, there's actually Astral Sorcery spread out a bit through this, in fact. There's a little wither system, which I don't think it's finished, but, or at least it's not auto-killing yet. Maybe it's a manual kill system right now, but wither setup, and then we've got some Astral Sorcery stuff, all throughout. Like, look at that. Look at the rainbow colors. I love this thing. It's quite nifty. Quite nifty indeed. And then right over here, actually, well, there's this little farm area. But then right over here, I love this building. Absolutely love it. Like, all this liquid starlight kind of coming down. And then he's got, see, is that chisel or is that architecture? Yeah, architecture craft window frames around it. So, it does look very, very nice. His base is very, him and Faraday's base both are like very fitting for astral sorcery, I think. And then we have kind of like a little embers. I don't think this actually does anything. I think it's just decorative. Kind of like what we set up on like those pillars on all the mods before. Not on this one, but on the original all the mods. I think it's just decorative cycling, but I could be wrong, but I think it's just decorative. And then over here we've got some nice water wheels along the wall. He went with like a very, I think medieval would be the word for it, look. And then this, I don't think this goes anywhere, no. It's like the underbelly kind of stuff, pipes and conduits and stuff. Alright, and then right here, we'll follow the steps up, and it takes us to the upper layer. Now this is the area you guys probably remembered, where there was the farms outside and everything. And then this little like whale building. I showed that off last time. I guess before we check out the tower, we'll go over in this direction and kind of just take a look. Well, I'll go over there in just a second. So over here, astral sorcery, like his crafting station, and then he's got a windmill, little scenic windmill. I quite like that. So astral sorcery stuff, and then this was right on top of one of those little astral sorcery buildings at spawn. So actually, yeah. Whoa, is this really? Yeah, this is. I used to live here. Like when I first started playing, before we made it like open to the public, me and Sverd were messing around in here. It was before I started the series, right? You know, I mentioned that me and him had kind of tested around on here. And right here there was an astral sorcery building, and I lived underneath this. Like I lived right down here for a while. And had a little farm area and everything right over here. And then I ended up moving everything. I'm just going to quick detour here. Like I just now realize that is the astral sorcery building I used to live in. I came right over to this area. And I left this here just for posterity's sake, but I moved everything in here, and I was going to start building. I was going to do architecture craft stuff over here and started doing drawers and different things. And yeah, and then I ended up doing it as a series, and so I just restarted and left everything there. So, but yeah, that's crazy because there was behind it there was like a big mountain, and he's ripped all that up, and there's ores everywhere. I think that's all artificial, but then he's been working back in here, which looks to be, just a guess, I'm not for sure, maybe immersive engineering type area, just judging by the arc furnaces and the coke ovens, but I'm not for sure. And yeah, see right over there you can see Psy Ravens, so we'll go up there next. And then down in here we've got we've got Psy Raven's area, roots. I mean, not Psy Ravens. This is still Gan-ryu's roots. I have Psy Raven on the brain now. And then B's area. So, which I know here recently he got started on B's. Because B's are something very intimidating for a lot of people, I think. And then when we were doing the Gendistry stuff on the series, he was like, oh, that looks like really easy. So he was like, I'm going to work on bees now. So I know that's still fairly new setup. And I know he's got like some bees spread out. Over near our base, there's a tropical hive. Or a tropical apiaries setup. So, but then if we come in, I don't know. I want to say there might be a lower entrance. No. Okay. But anyways, if we come in, we'll come in right here. This is like, there's an entrance here, then there's an entrance right up there, which I'll show you the outside. Looks very, very nice. Very, very nice. If we come through, kind of got like a little balcony area, and then elevator takes us down. I don't think there's a floor. No, there's not a floor below that. But this is a lot of machines and stuff. There's a little sand generator, which we'll be setting up one of those here fairly soon. Basically like on Sprout, if you combine lava and liquid starlight, it generates sand. It's not nearly as fast as it used to be, because I know after my video, my little tutorial video for it, that kind of tied in with the Sprout series, the mod maker for Astral Sorcery was like, whoa, I need to tone that down a little bit. Because it was literally like a stack of sand every like 5 seconds or something. It was just crazy fast. And then these cause lag. Can you use Gan? Oh, that was Sverd put it there. But yeah, a lot of little machines and stuff through here, and rock hounding area right there. And then I'm not for sure what that is. Oh, water meals. It looked like that's cobble from above, but it's water wheels set up. So, and then let's see, if we head upstairs. This is, if you come through this entryway, it leads you right to here, and then he's got his teleporters to the mining dimension and the nether. And then head up through there, and this is like his bedroom. I'm going to call it his bedroom for now because his bed's in here. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's going to be a balcony. Yeah, that's going to be a balcony he's working on. And then if you head up, let's see, next floor is, yeah, AE2 framework stuff. And then storage drawers and some crafting tables and different little things, Psy and Enchanter and all that stuff. So, and I like this room, actually. I like this little setup. And then there's like a little balcony here that comes out. I love these balconies. They kind of overlook everything. So, and then if we come up once more, he's got some little stuff up here, and yeah, there's some 82 stuff. The inscribers. And then a balcony that overlooks out in that direction, which actually my base is, yeah, well, me and Wagga are down here from the balcony. And yeah, there's Psy Raven's base. And then if we head up once more, there's the top. And some balloons. Mob farm, okay. I hadn't been inside of this. The first time in spectator mode. And I at first, I thought it was just decorative. I didn't realize there was actually a mob farm inside of that. So, looks like it's turned off right now, but yeah. So that is Gan-ryu's base. So, I actually quite like it because there's a lot of Astral Sorcery. It's a lot of white and grays, you know. And I wouldn't, right here, I almost forgot, there's thermoelectric setup right here. So, kind of held back by little bits of chiseled glass. And I think that's everything. Once again, I may have missed stuff, but I don't think there's anything. This is Underbelly. And that leads underneath the Astral Sorcery area. Okay, and then right over here we have Psy Raven and X-Danos, their base. So, right up through here, I believe this is the main entrance. Oh, and this is actually closed off right now. I love the detail, though. I love the detail so much. So, a lot of chisel and bits work through this. And then, okay, that's unfinished. And, let's see. Down here, I'm lost. I know of going, yeah, up that way. So, right back in here, I think that's all work in progress stuff. Let's see, what all is down here? I think this is a work in progress as well. Yeah, I think so. I know the main base is upstairs, so we'll get there in just a second, but I believe... And then steps, probably leading up the mountain, I imagine. But over here is Botania flowers. Little Botania flower area with all the different flowers. And then back in here, we've got Empower set up. You know, little berry hedge. And then if we head up the steps here, which my FPS seems to be okay right now. So if we head up the steps here, and it kind of winds around the mountain, and we'll head into this, this section here. And this is where most of the base is. We've got dark ineffable glass, and then machines, rock hounding, a lot of rock hounding stuff. And then little machine area there, drawers. That arc furnace up there looks really foreboding, like you're going into it. I love it. So right back in here is Tinker's... Oh, there's a little... Yeah, Tinker's Constructs. I hadn't seen this before. I hadn't noticed this before. It kind of runs behind it. And then I imagine on this side... Yeah. Then right up through here we've got the arc furnace. The arc furnace and crusher and stuff. Immersive engineering stuff. Through here. And then if we head through this little area here, we come outside, and then this is there an entrance? I was thinking there was a walkway up. There may not be one. Oh, also, Psy Raven has a channel that he recently started, so be sure and go by and show him some love. It's called The Raven's Flight. I'll include a link down in the description, so be sure and check that out as well. Here's the elevator. So if you go down, there's this little room. Looks like a carpenter's blocks workshop, I think is what it is. So you can see like shapes being designed out and stuff like that. And then if we head... Yeah, okay, there's no more floors down. But if we head up through there, it brings us into this area. And I think this was the area that was dropping my FPS before, but it seems alright. So a lot of just very custom chisel work through here, and I quite like it. And I don't believe... Yeah, there's like some little drawers over here, water strainer area. So, and then outside, yeah, I think that's all unfinished at the moment. But a lot of... I think this is what was killing my FPS, or the lava blocks before. Because I was going to show this off, and for whatever reason, which it may have been just because I hadn't turned my computer off in a little while, but it was something over here that was causing me to drop to like 20 frames or something like that. So, but it seems all right now. But yeah, so a lot of very custom chisel work that he was working on. So I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe Xtanos was the one doing the chisel work, I think. I believe so. Because I know Psy mentioned that Xtanos was going to come on and do chisels and bits. So I think he was the one doing that. So, but I believe I've gotten everything. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but actually if I fly down here, I think that's all of it. I have to use X-ray to find. I know Psy Raven, I will take you over because Psy Raven did start setting up something over here. I'm just going to teleport to home. Same as /home, but over here, I know Psy Raven started setting up started working on another base. Like, I think he was planning on moving and doing like an airship, but it's highly unfinished right now, so. But we'll pop over there. I always go by it anytime I go over to the stronghold. So. But this is where he's been working on like a little airship area. So. And working on that underbelly and stuff. So, yeah. I believe that's that's the main bases. I mean, like I said, there was some stuff in the Void. I know Ekek had a base in the Void, but Ekek had stopped playing, and then we had to purge the Void because of FPS issues, or TPS issues. That's not there anymore, but I believe I got most everything. I know there was some bases that got set up and just like out on the fringes somewhere over in here. Ones that got set up but didn't really play for an extended period of time or anything like that. Kind of like my little my little hole in the ground from when we first played. But anyways, I don't have a face. I just came out of Warped Home and I came out of spectator mode and I don't have a face. Which is cool. Anyways, if I missed anything, let me know. I mean, I can always go over some stuff at the start of like next episode if I missed anything. But I think I got everything covered. So, I believe so. But like I said, I mean, there's a lot of great builds on the server, that are in the works and stuff. That are coming together, so I'm kind of excited. There's a lot of great builders on the server. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions or anything, as always, do let me know. And if you guys have any questions for, that you want to direct to Faraday or Wagga or Psy Raven or Gan-ryu or Sverd, just put them down in the comments and I'll make mention in the Patreon chat. I'll be like, go look at that. Go answer that. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun actually going around because I mean there's some awesome builds. I love some of those builds that are coming together. So I know Gan-ryu said he doesn't normally build, but he wanted to build since it would be on a server and it might it might come up on the videos, and he's doing a great job of it. And Sverd normally doesn't build, but he's building because he said he didn't like seeing his ship on the video before, like his little house, and so he's been building and doing a great job of it. And everybody's done a great job, I think. So it's been a lot of fun going around to all the bases and everything. So anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Next episode we'll be getting back into progression. We might have a short little thing at the start if I missed anything on anybody's bases. I think I got it all. So most of the bases are fairly large, so if I missed anything, I'm sorry. And if you guys enjoyed it, as always, be sure and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. Show your love down in the comments. Let everybody know what you thought, like if you like their bases and everything. I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.